Hi betting experts, on Saturday May the 20th, a traditional ITV7 on Saturday, the best of the action from Newbury and Newmarket, the ground quickening up all the time. We've actually got proper spring or summer-like conditions. Looks like it's going to be 20 degrees and sunny pretty much across the country over the weekend, and things are likely to be more about speed than they have been for the opening month or so on the turf. We start off with our betting expert daily nap, sponsored by Bet365. This runs in the 225 at Newbury. The Al Rayyan Stakes are Group 3 for 4-year-olds and upwards, over a mile 4, and I think Haskoy represents much better value than the short price favourite Yabir here. Now, Rafe Beckett absolutely flying suddenly. His horses are all running well in victory and defeat. This 4-year-old was really progressive last season. He suffered his first defeat when finishing a creditable 4th in the St Leger on his final start last season, and he had excuses, racing freely, getting hampered and just tiring on the testing ground. I thought he actually ran a blinder really. He remains with loads of potential over middle distances and beyond this summer. He does need settling in the early stages, but I think the long Newbury straight will suit him. Hopefully he'll be able to find a bit of cover initially, and I think he'll have too much speed for Yabir on this drying ground. Our betting expert value angle selection runs in the 205 at Newmarket. This is the Aspall Cyder Handicap, a 1 mile 3-year-old contest, a class 4, and I think Chelsea Green is a very interesting filly for the red hot Hugo Palmer yard. Now, Hugo hasn't got the horse he used to have, but he's doing particularly well at the moment. He had a high profile winner at Chester last week, and this one is very much one to follow into handicaps over the next few months. She won 1 from 4 as a juvenile, and her final run at Newmarket in October can be put down to the testing ground, which didn't suit her. This opening mark looks extremely lenient to me, and I suspect she'll be primed to make a winning reappearance on this valuable Saturday prize. The remaining 5 races on ITV, we start at Newbury in the 150, the Carnarvon, a listed contest over 6 furlongs. Well, Charlie Hills is another yard flying along at the moment, and this 3-year-old has won a couple of egg and spoon races on the all-weather, but the manner of victory at Wolverhampton last time out marked him down as very much one to follow up into listed company. I think their hands rather been forced. He's got too high a handicap mark really to go into that spear, so they're into a listed contest here, well up in class. But if you watch his win at Wolverhampton back, he absolutely tanked round there, pulling double, shaken up and sprinted clear. Now, I'm not sure he beat a lot, but he really did look useful, and he's fully fit, which could be a big plus in this valuable sprint. Back to Newmarket for the 240, a 6-furlong handicap, class 2 for 3-year-olds. Eminency comes from the Clive Cox yard. It's been a bit quiet, but there have been some encouraging signs this week. He's an unexposed 3-year-old, pounds, shillings and pence for a seasonal reappearance, sent off 7-4 on the all-weather at Kempton. A little bit disappointing there, but I think he'll be a lot sharper for the run, and the switch to fast turf can bring about a bit of more improvement. Newbury, the 3 o'clock, the London Gold Cup Heritage Handicap, over mile 2, a clutch of unexposed 3-year-olds here, small stakes, but Royal Rhyme comes from the red-hot Carl Burke yard, and I think fitness can count for plenty after 3 runs already this season. He showed a terrific attitude for pressure when winning on testing ground at Newmarket last time out. Things will be a lot quicker here, but I think it'll suit him from a career high mark. He's got scope. He's only had 4 career starts. Clifford Lee knows him well. There should be plenty more to come. Back to HQ, the 315, another handicap over 7 furlongs. David Barron's Persuasion looks the one to side with. I think he can reverse the form last time out with the gatekeeper with a small weights pull. David Barron's horses always need a run or two. This one stepped forward over course and distance last time out, running on strongly to finish a close-up 3rd, and I think he'll be sharper here. He did race a bit freely early. Hopefully he'll be more settled, and I think the faster ground will help. And finally, the day's feature at Newbury, the 335, the Al Shaqab Lockinge Stakes, a Group 1 over a mile, class 1 for 4-year-olds and upwards. Laurel comes from the yard of John and Thady Gosford, flying 10 winners in the last 14 days. This filly looked a really smart prospect when quickening clear to win a listed prize on the all-weather at Kempton on a seasonal reappearance. There's loads more to come. This is a huge jump up in class, but the Gosdens rarely waste their runs. Best of luck with all 7 races on ITV on Saturday, betting experts.